The 8th Annual SBCC Scheinfeld Center New Venture Challenge. Friday, April 27th at the SBCC West Campus Fabland Forum. Creative ideas and hardworking students show us all what it means to dream, plan, and profit. College and high school students across Santa Barbara County have tuned their business plans, researched the competition, developed prototypes, found customers, and sharpened their pitches. It's time to find out which innovative ideas will win. Past finalists include Fuelbox founders Robert Herr and Dan Friedman, who turned their new venture pitch into a smash hit at the 2017 Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Sylvia Franco Comer is the inspiration behind Casa de Comer Salsa, a winner in the 2017 New Venture Challenge. Sylvia launched her flagship Smokin' Good Salsa brand at legendary local fresh food retailer Tri-County Produce. Support your favorite student entrepreneurs at the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge competition.
Thank you and welcome. Welcome to the 8th Annual New Venture Challenge. Today, my name is Julie Sampson, by the way. I'm the director of the Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation here at Santa Barbara City College. Today, I am so happy to say that we have 10 teams who became finalists for this pitch competition based on their business plans, and they're going to present to you today their most persuasive 8-minute pitch of their new business ventures. They're going to be competing head-to-head in pursuit of over $15,000 in seed money and scholarships. I would like to tell you that we have teams from SBCC, UCSB, and Antioch who have worked long and hard. I'd like all of you to stand up so that we can give you a hand, because just the fact that you're here is huge, right? Go ahead and stand up. Well done and congratulations. And the other part of this is that they would not be here without the mentors, the teachers, the business chairs, the deans. We have a few of those in this room too. Could you stand up? If you have helped any teams or helped teams in that capacity, please stand up. Oh, don't be shy. Oh, they want to be in the background. They want all the focus. Let's give them a huge hand. The $15,000 in cash awards and scholarships going to the winners today is generously donated by the Spirit of Entrepreneurship Foundation, Montecito Bank and Trust, Southern California Edison, and Bank of the West. Let's give our sponsors a hand. Additionally, the local workspace Impact Hub has graciously offered to give the first place winner today a month membership at their workspace so that they continue to advance with mentorship, events, and a supportive entrepreneurial environment. And we happen to have Diana Pereira here as co-founder of Impact Hub as one of our judges. Thank you, Diana. The Scheinfeld Center New Venture Challenge is a program of the Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation here at Santa Barbara City College. We support the development of global entrepreneurs through academics, hands-on learning, and business support. Many of our entrepreneurs go global from the get-go, utilizing global supply chains to make their venture work. Our website is where you can view more about our success stories, and we encourage you to go there, scheinfeld.sbcc.edu. We've been doing this since 2007 through the generous endowment from the late Jim Scheinfeld, who is a prominent entrepreneur and supporter of entrepreneurship at SBCC and within our community. To each and every one of our finalists today, we wish you success, and this event is surely just the beginning of greater things to come. While only 3 teams will place, everyone goes home richer with the spirit of entrepreneurship. So to everyone here, please join me in creating a positive, supportive, distraction-free, competitive environment so that these teams can shine. Are you with me on that? Yeah. Awesome. Great. Yeah. Nice. Thank you. So with that, let's get the show on the road. I'd like to introduce you to our esteemed panel of judges who will determine the first, second, and third place winners today. Their extended bios are in your program, but let me briefly introduce them. We have Kathy Odell, who is a serial entrepreneur with over 25 years of leadership experience in high-growth enterprises. She is currently President and CEO of Waxing Poetic, and she has been an avid supporter of our program and of student entrepreneurs just like you. Let's give Kathy Odell a hand. Thank you. I mentioned Diana here, who is co-founder and visionary for the Impact Hub Santa Barbara, and also founder of Balance Financial Management. Thank you so much for being here, Diana. And finally, we have Mike Panessis, who is president of the Central Coast Network and chairman emeritus of the Board of Governors of Tech Coast Angels. That is a mouthful. He serves as executive director of the Cal Lutheran Center for Entrepreneurship as well. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Getting either further into the details, each team has 8 minutes to pitch their concept. If they go over 8 minutes, you can complete your sentence. The timer is right here. You will be able to see the timer. When you're out of time, you will hear the buzzer. If you're still speaking when the buzzer goes off, you can complete your non-run-on sentence. And then we'll move into the judges' Q&A session. They have 2 minutes to ask you questions. That's 2 minutes between the 3 of them, and so they'll be cooperating with each other to make sure that each of them has a chance in whatever way they want to do that. And then what will happen is the team that was on stage will exit, the team that's coming up will get prepared. I will be positioning your slides for you and handing you the clicker. We will wait till everybody is ready to go, timers, judges, and the presenter, and then we'll start the timer there. Any questions? Okay, well, let's get going then. Without further ado, let me get the first team up. I would like to welcome to the stage Plus Charge from UCSB.
Hi, my name is Emmett Zeitz, co-founder and CEO of Plus Charge. We came together to combat an ever-growing epidemic in our society, nomophobia. Nomophobia is the fear and anxiety you get when this happens. And when this happens, you can't walk home safely, you miss Beyonce headlining at Coachella, or you're stuck on a plane listening to that annoying baby crying the whole time because you can't listen to your music. The solution is Plus Charge. Plus Charge is a quick, inexpensive, single-use smartphone charger made for millennials on the go. Our product is there for you when you need it, where you need it. Pick up a Plus Charge at your local corner store for only $5. Plug it directly into your phone, fully charge, and you're on your way. Once it's charged, recycle it in your nearest bin. Plus Charge was founded at UCSB Startup Weekend. After pitching our idea and winning Investors' Choice, we decided to move forward and make our working prototype. We took that prototype into the streets of Santa Barbara and the greater Los Angeles area. We then interviewed over 300 customers, and when we asked them about our product, we were overwhelmed with their excitement. 83% of millennials said they would use our product. And yes, you read that right. We're already making money. We have 120 units in pre-sales already. In addition, we went out and secured 5 contracts with local businesses in Santa Barbara. Through all of this market validation, we found our target customer to be millennials on the go, amusement park and festival goers, frequent travelers, and people in emergency situations. We plan on reaching our target customers through targeted, inexpensive social media marketing. Through this marketing, we get to choose who gets to view our ads, and then we only pay when they interact with our ads. So there is a huge market for this. There are over 2 billion smartphone users in the world. 190 million of them are in the US, and over 65 million of them in the US are within our target market, ages 14 to 25. So how are we going to reach them? Well, through our comprehensive manufacturing and distribution plan. We plan on manufacturing our product in Shenzhen, China for $1.85. We then will wholesale our product for $3.56 to distributors or venues. Sorry. When you want to buy our product online or in stores, it'll only cost you $4.99. We understand that initially we have to start small in the local Santa Barbara area. We will also begin with online sales through our website and Amazon. Once we gain enough traction, we believe we'll be able to secure distribution deals with the largest distributors in the US to enter the biggest retailers, Easy Mart, 7-Eleven, Kmart. We believe Plus Charge should be everywhere. In addition, our product has a unique feature. It is fully customizable as to where you can put any logo on the back side of it. With this feature, we plan on targeting events like Coachella and Dodger Stadium, where they can put their own logo and then sell it through them. So why is this all possible? It's because we are an innovative and unique product. And we see a clear gap in the $5.5 billion mobile phone charging industry. There's a gap here because the big players, such as power banks and personal outlet chargers, are super expensive, bulky, and limit your mobility. They don't want to enter into the single-use market because it'll limit their margins. The little guys are these Chinese importers that don't want you to be able to contact them once their product breaks your phone. We believe that within our first 6 months, we will begin production and start selling. Initially, we'll start off with a 10,000 unit order. This will allow us to perfect our product if we need to make any changes. During our first 3 months, we believe, or 6 months, we believe we can sell over 20,000 units. We will gain traction through our marketing, and during our second half of our first year, we believe we will sell 75,000 units, totaling over $250,000. And during those 6 months, we believe we will reach our break-even point and become a profitable business. By the end of our first year, we will have over $40,000 in the bank. And with all the traction that we've gained, by the second year, everyone will be looking for a Plus Charge when their phone dies. We will be able to sell over 250,000 units that year, totaling nearly $1 million in revenue. At the end of that year, we believe we'll have over $300,000 in the bank to reinvest in our business. Now, the only thing that makes all of this possible is my team. We are composed of passionate and highly motivated physicists and engineers, all with a technology management background. We are guided by great mentors. Michael Holland has over 40 years in electronics and manufacturing experience, and Kelly Broadbeck is a guru in manufacturing and marketing, and he will help us take our product to the next level. We are a uniquely specialized team, and we are ready to go to market. We are ready for our product to be on shelves. All we need is your investment. We are seeking $75,000 for 10% equity with an additional open line of credit to fund large purchase orders. With this low-risk investment, we'll be able to fund our first 2 production cycles, our overhead costs, and our marketing costs. And we'll be able to be a sustainable business following year 2. With your help, we can take Plus Charge everywhere, when you need it, where you need it, when you need it. Thank you. Any questions?
Thanks, guys. Off to a good start. Question about the unit itself. What's unique about the charging technology that makes this different from this stuff?
Okay, so first of all, a lot of chargers on the market right now have reusable lithium polymer batteries. This is a problem because those are far more expensive than non-reusable. So what we propose to do is take the cheaper non-reusable lithium polymer, put those into our units, and thereby decrease our costs dramatically, which will increase our margins.
So are these units maybe recharged, or are they truly single use, they get discarded?
Yeah, so these are truly single use. They're fully recyclable. So when you're done with your Plus Charge, simply throw it into the nearest recycling bin. Or if you want to make the city or county's job easier, you can take it apart and put your lithium polymer battery into a battery depository, such as the ones they have at Albertsons or Sprouts, for instance.
Okay, and one other question. Actually, that answered my second question. Good.
Cost. You cite $1.85 as your cost. At what volume?
So that's at volumes over 10,000 units.
Okay, at over 10,000 units.
Which we...
And your wholesale price, you are saying, is $356 with an MSRP of $499. Have you talked to retailers about that? Because that's a very, very slim margin for a retailer.
Yes, we have. As a matter of fact, we've gotten 5 deals with retailers in the Santa Barbara area, and they were quite happy with the 40% markup that leaves them with. As a matter of fact, retailers such as SOS Liquors and like DJ's Mini Mart have bought 15 in excess of our units at those margins with that retail price.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Plus Charge. And next we welcome to the stage Peregrine 8 Travel.
Hi, I'm Heather Lucard. I'm here with Peregrine 8, Stress Less, Travel More. Now, how many people here travel, by a show of hands? Everyone, all right. So then you're probably all familiar with the plight of the weary traveler, where you find yourself needing to sleep in an awkward or insecure location. Perhaps it's a shared accommodation, such as a hostel where you don't know the people you're staying with, or it's an overnight train or bus where you're cricking your neck against the window trying to sleep, or most likely it's an unexpected airport layover where you find yourself shoved across 2 of those plastic seats that they really don't want you to sleep on with your luggage under your head because you're worried someone's going to steal it. In any of these situations, you're losing sleep due to fear of theft, lack of comfort, or both. Now, in order to validate that this problem was indeed widespread, we talked to about 50 travelers in our target market. All of them corroborated our findings and agreed that at some point they found themselves needing to sleep in an awkward or unsecure location. They almost all worry about the safety of their valuables while they're sleeping, and they find it difficult to find a comfortable situation. Usually they use a rolled up sweater, whatever's on hand, or if they use an inflatable pillow, travel pillow, they find it awkward or uncomfortable or too small. Our solution to these problems? The Falcon line. Now, the Peregrinate Falcon line has unique products combining two travel needs in one, a bag and a pillow, yet are more comfortable and versatile than these traditional alternatives alone. They also add an extra level of security since your valuables are safely stored under your head while you're sleeping, which is when you're most at risk for being pickpocketed. Now, our launch product, the Falcon, as demonstrated, is a multifunctional tool, which can be easily and quickly transformed from a carrier bag to a seat pad to a lumbar support roll. As it is washable and water resistant on one side, it can also be used as a ground mat in a pinch for sleeping or even as a baby changing pad. And of course, a neck pillow. And these are just a couple of the examples of what we've come up with so far. We want to launch with this, with the Falcon first because it is an affordable product that has a low barrier of entry. The lower price point makes it less likely to be knocked off, and the market is large. Once we've established brand recognition and loyalty with the first product, in year 2, we will launch with our flagship product, the Peregrinate Travel Bag. Now, we took all the features that the travelers we surveyed liked about their existing luggage, combined them all into one travel bag, and then built the value of the of the Falcon right into the bag directly. So, we are calling it the ultimate travel bag, and here's why. Almost all travelers surveyed said that they travel with a roller bag, so it's compatible. They were split against a shoulder bag or a backpack, so the product is convertible. It includes a zipper that allows it to expand when you need more space, and of course, most importantly, it has the Falcon built right in, so you can sleep directly on your bag, which adds support and minimizes the risk of pickpocketing. And of course, the pad is removable to serve all of the functions we already mentioned. Of the travelers we surveyed, and we showed the prototype too, 90% of them said that they would most likely buy it, and a third of them said that they would pay $100 or more, so that helps us find our target market. Economy leisure travelers make up 94% of airline passengers. Within this group, we plan on targeting upper middle class, childless, 25 to 40-year-olds, or exennials, who are frequent travelers. I did not make that name up. We're also seeing that this demographic tends to value experiences over possessions, and they tend to spend more of their budget on travel than other demographics. We're actually also seeing an increase in travel in general. LAX saw a 17% increase last year from the year before of international travelers. The travel bag industry itself is also growing. In 2015, they reported $2.1 trillion spent on travel accessories, which is expected to grow to $2.5 trillion by 2025. They saw 1.4 billion units of travel/sports bags sold in 2016, and in 2017, the backpack industry itself showed the greatest growth of 5%. Now, all of the travelers we surveyed said that what was important to them was having luggage that was comfortable, added security, was compatible with their existing roller bag, and was convertible to either a backpack or a shoulder bag, and also could be expandable. Our competition, Osprey, Swiss Gear, and Timbuktu, some of the major players in the bag game, and also the travel pillow, the standard foam, satisfy one or two of these needs, but not all of them. The only one that satisfies all of the customers' needs is the Falcon line. For our marketing, we are emulating the marketing plan of several other crowdfunding travel accessory programs, such as Turtle, Bowbacks, and Face Cradle. And we will recoup our startup expenses, improve market availability by launching with our crowdfunding campaigns. We'll be selling exclusively online, so we'll drive customers to these campaigns and subsequently to our website and online store, using and also raise our SEO at the same time using targeted social media posts. We will also have our own blog with travel information and tips. We will retain these customers and encourage word of mouth by offering discounts on future purchases in exchange for feedback and referrals, and as well as offering commissions to social media tastemakers and affiliate bloggers. The goal is to create a strong brand presence that is synonymous with impeccable customer service, reliable quality products, and global responsibility via our charitable contributions to Kiva, which will attract influencers to champion our brand, and we hope that you'll ask us about that in the Q&A. To start out, we will manufacture here in the USA with Chase Harper and Ventura. We will do fulfillment in-house. Once we outgrow that, we will move overseas to China and transfer our fulfillment to ShipBob. We are currently working on getting our patent, and trademarking all of our company logos and proprietary information, and of course, our copyright on all of our materials. So let's talk money. We predict our cost of goods sold to be $10 for the Falcon and $54 for the travel bag, at a selling price of $39.99 and $129.99. That gives us a margin of 60% and 70% respectively. Our funding comes from $10,000 that we're investing ourselves, plus $1,000 from our pitch winnings from last semester, plus our crowdfunding revenue, which we expect to be about a minimum of $26,000 at a minimum. Our financial projections confirm that with the predicted crowdfunding sales and our break-even point being at month 2, this recouping our initial investment, covering monthly operation expenses, manufacturing and fulfilling the pre-orders through our crowdfunding campaign, and having merchandise left over to sell. Net year 1, $18,000. I came up with this concept while I was traveling and spent years sleeping in uncomfortable, awkward situations and listening to stories of other people having to do the same thing. We're confident in our product because we have a working prototype and a second one on the way. We have 90% customer validation. We have $11,000 already raised, and we've already got all of the necessary contractors on board to be able to launch within a month. So that's Paragrenate in an 8-minute nutshell. Exactly. We have now reached our cruising altitude, and I would love to take any questions you might have.
So I'm interested that you're starting out manufacturing in Ventura, and you said, that you're going to do your own fulfillment, and then you were going to move your fulfillment overseas, but not your manufacturing.
Manufacturing overseas. Sorry, did I say it backwards?
So manufacturing also overseas.
Yes.
Okay.
Manufacturing overseas to China, and fulfillment in Los Angeles with ShipBob.
Okay. That makes sense to me now. Okay.
Yeah, that would
great.
make less sense the other way.
And so
are
the COGS you quoted at volume, or are they at
That's at our smaller volume of doing runs of under 500.
Okay.
Yeah, so the COGS will actually decrease once we go overseas.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you put together kind of more detailed financial projections that might include larger orders? So one of the things about manufacturing is you sometimes have to prepay for the production.
Right.
And so it's a little more than $10,000 to do kind of large-scale manufacturing, and what your cash needs would be to actually execute on a plan?
Yes. So for our initial run, based on our predictions for crowdfunding, which we based on other crowdfunded projects and their future success, which we kind of figured out from their Amazon sales, we expect with the sales, if we sell 900 units, the money comes in the month after. So we will have those pre-sales. We'll be able to manufacture with that $35,000, which is $25,000 from the campaign plus $10,000 from our funding, and we'll have $2,000 extra. And we'll be able to manufacture with that and still have product left over to sell going forward.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
Yes, a little bit. And then you went really quickly past your team, so I don't really know who you are, what your background
21
is.
second timer, yeah.
I mean, do you have the expertise within your team to execute on this plan, or do you need to kind of build out that team?
Yeah, so we have an operations advisor. We have several advisors on our team, and then we're using outside contractors to build the website and to help us with fulfillment when we first start out of the home, and also obviously our dog. And so we're outside contracting those for now.
Okay, thank you. And next up, please welcome from Antioch College, Bangladesh Street Kids Aid.
Hi everyone, I'm Susie Hossel, and I'm the president and founder of Bangladesh Street Kids Aid, which as of last year became an official 501c3 California nonprofit. I've been skateboarding for 20 years, and I've been teaching skateboarding for 10 years to underprivileged kids in Bangladesh. And I've also learned to speak, read, and write the language. I studied anthropology at the second best school in Bangladesh. And now I would like to combine my passion to help these kids and my passion to skateboard to build a skate park and a school in Bangladesh. So I'm not the only one who wants to see this happen. We have George Powell here in Santa Barbara, who has been giving us skateboards since 2011. Jersey Mike from Mini Logo has been giving us bearings and wheels since 2014. And Vance has invited us to submit a grant for $20,000. And that was by invite only, so we're very lucky for that. And that will definitely pay for our skate park construction. We have Salt Rag Boards, which is one of our board members. She's the owner of that company. They're down in Venice Beach. She's a really great supporter and has been giving us tons of equipment every time I go to Bangladesh. Chance the Ride has been giving us helmets and pads. And then on the right side, that's Sohel Ahmed. He's from Bangladesh. He donated land for our school and skate park, which is huge because in Bangladesh there's 170 million people, and it's about the size of Louisiana in space. So we have 33 million impoverished kids in Bangladesh, and currently Save the Children and UNICEF are serving about half of those kids with basic services such as education and basic hygiene. And then BSKA, which is Bangladesh Street Kids Aid, and the others are providing more services like housing and whatnot. But what makes us stand out is we're providing skateboarding lessons. And another thing is we will be using sustainable buildings, which we already have a contract with Earthship Biotexture, who makes these buildings, and they'll be raising $20,000 on their website towards this school. And they're totally self-sustaining. They catch their own rainwater, they grow their own food inside, and they run off of solar and wind technology, which in Bangladesh is huge because you lose electricity for about 8 hours a day in sweltering, hot, humid conditions sometimes. So no other building actually makes sense. And this is the floor plan he gave us for our school. We have 2 boys' dorms, 2 girl dorms, and 3 classrooms, and this one little flower design that they gave us. So we're located in this beautiful area outside of the polluted, overcrowded capital city of Dhaka. And we're strategically located next to an orphanage for 100 girls where they've already agreed to refer girls into our programs and let them come skate at our skate park. We're also 45 minutes away from the international airport, and it's just an awesome setting, and it's a complete contrast to what the kids are living in now in the slums and then in the streets of Dhaka. So this is the documentary posters we have for a short film we've already made that we want to make into a full-length documentary and submit to the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. Some people in Bangladesh have done this short film for free already, and it's mostly about the plight of the children, but also about how huge of a potential they have to succeed if given the opportunity. We have about 1,200 followers on Facebook. That's our only other source of marketing, and it's totally free, so we make use of that. We've also got some media attention in Bangladesh, the newspaper, and then a documentary that inspired Sohel to give us the land for our project. That aired on the national Bangladeshi television station. 3-year goals, 2018, we'd like to build the staff and founder housing using that same flower design, just one building. Earthship will raise $20,000 in funds for that, and they'll also bring out volunteers and build the buildings with the communities so that they learn how to build sustainable buildings there. 2019, we'll build the sustainable school and the dormitories for the kids, and then 2020, build the skate park with everybody there on site building it together. So currently, our financial projections for 2018 is we have friends and family donations of almost $18,000. Earthship will be giving that $20,000. Bachao is a Bangladesh American charitable organization which has agreed to give us $10,000 if we submit our business plan to them, and then consecutively after that, every year, $8,000. And the rest, the red, is what we need you guys to give us to make this skate park happen. We have an amazing team. Sohel and Abudin on the top left are our land donors. They're both freedom fighters that fought in the War of Independence for Bangladesh in 1971. Margie Hassel has 30 years of grant writing and nonprofit experience. Aisha Rahman in the middle is our documentary filmmaker. She's one of the only writer-directors in Bangladesh. And she's also going to be helping us register with the NGO Bureau in Bangladesh as well. Heidi Lemon is on the board for roller sports, making skateboarding an Olympic sport in 2020. Trent is our accountant and our treasurer. Zahid is our project manager on site. And on the very far right is Jessica Scarf. She's a political science professor, and she'll be helping us secure a global grant from Rotary International. So just to close, we have land, we have tons of skateboards, unlimited supply. We have the support of the skateboard community. We have the contract with the Earthship Biotexture people. And this is really close to becoming a reality, and I hope that you guys will select us for your #1 prize here for the $5,000, and anyone else who would like to donate can visit us on Facebook or just come and see me. I got a business card for you. Thank you. Questions?
So why Bangladesh?
I visited there in 2007 with a missionary organization. They're surfers that give back to the communities they go and surf in, and I just saw the enormous amount of poverty, kids sleeping in garbage, and it was very impactful in my life, and I've been wanting to do this for 10 years now.
And have you thought about where else in the world you could do this?
Oh, definitely. So if this is successful, I'd like to do it in Calcutta, India, Nepal. There's street kids everywhere, and I've visited a lot of areas in South Asia where this would be amazing for them. So.
Do you have any ideas as if you raise the money that you need to get the buildings built and the other housing? You had 2021 where there was a big red section, so everything
Right.
kind of beyond that. So it looks like you're going to be donation dependent for the future. Do you have any ideas to create maybe some other types of sustainable business models within so that you wouldn't be depending on grants year after year in the future?
Definitely. Well, we do, I don't know, we do want to keep it mostly just like a school. We don't want to have to like be, producing anything there. Like, there's other schools in or other orphanages that do that kind of thing where they'll make rice paper and make notebooks and sell those. But I'd rather just keep it a public charity and write grants, and even the government in Bangladesh hopefully will sponsor it as well. Yeah.
So, jumping on to Diana's question. So, it is really a 501c3 that is going to be dependent upon donations. Do you know what your operating budget will be each year to run the
That was
hotel?
that last number.
That's the last number there?
59,000
59 for each,
for 20 kids.
for each location?
Yes.
So, I mean, if you build, because you said you may want to do this in other places, so,
Exactly.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we are happy to welcome Santa Barbara Party Animals from SBCC.
All right. Hi, judges. Have you ever gone to a party where you want to just spend time with family and friends, but you guys ended up spending time with animals that are amazing? Well, that's what Party Animals is about. Party Animals is actually a portable zoo, a party zoo, that for children and adults of all ages. And our desire is to provide people with a hands-on experience with animals and to offer fun and options for people who want to have a memorable party. As you can see here, there are a lot of kids who've been spending too much time on electronics, and they do not spend any time outside. Kids spend 9 hours a day spending time on electronics and just any device that can drain their brains. So the consequences for that is obesity, also lack of sleep, lack of social skills, and they don't even want to think to go outside. There's a lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot, well, most people live in homes where they do not have any connection with anything with nature. And this is not only kids' problems. Adults are experiencing more and more stressful world as well. So as you can see, she's about to go bald by pulling out her hair. Ouch. But let's get back to our furry friends here. We bring the animals and joy to the customers and the environment. And we also, our parties reinforce value of kindness, nurturing, and care for nature. Animals help people relax and de-stress. As you can see that, oh, the cute guinea pig. Look at that, eating lettuce like a little baby. All right, so who in this room wouldn't feel better after petting one of these cute little furry friends? Look at that. Oh, so adorable, I just want to cuddle it. So our target market is family parties and festivals, school fairs, corporation events, and hoppy hour. I like that, hoppy. And also senior homes. We've actually gone to all of these parties since we started in October. Our marketing covers all of the Santa Barbara County. We can potentially market to 140,000 households in Santa Barbara County, plus also schools and businesses. Our competition. We don't really have, there's not another mobile petting zoo for hire in Santa Barbara area. Our petting zoo specializes only in small animals where people can hold them on their laps and also, of course, cuddle them. They're so cute. Our petting zoo can adjust into any backyard. We can make this pen big or small. We can adjust almost in anywhere. We can also do indoors. But bless the people who get pooped on. No, just kidding. We never let that happen. So our marketing so far, has been online. It has been online on Facebook and Instagram. Also, we have had a few referrals. Most of our customers actually found us on Google search, which technology. Since our website launch, we have had a little more than 1,000 hits. Our future marketing, future marketing, we would like to put ourselves on ads in local papers and magazines, and also video advertisement for YouTube and also on our websites. We would like to meet with event planning companies to sell our party animals, and we would also like to hand out flyers and pamphlets in key of location. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, sorry. I just turned it off. All right. Our projected, I don't like saying that word. We charge anywhere between $250 $100 to $1,500. It all depends on the party size. If the party has more than 100 kids, and also depends on the add-ons. We charge extra for the add-ons. We do like carnival games, face painting, and all that kind of fun stuff. Here is all the primary lists of our party animals. This year, we will be spending $8,500 on party animals. The projected profit. Based on our year day-to-day sales, we are projecting revenue for 2018 to be $9,000 and a profit margin of 7%. We anticipate that we can double our revenue each year in 2019 and 2020. While increasing, our profits margin is 28% in 2019 and 38% in 2020. Okay. If we win, our party animals will spend on the money of purchasing a trailer to make our transportation more easier for our animals more efficiently. And we would like to purchase more animals to improve in our party animals. We're planning on getting some chinchillas. Those are cute and fuzzy. And this is a support team. Me, owner and founder of Party Animals, Amy Swanson, bookkeeping and marketing, and Bill Anderson, owner of Genesis Corporation, also known as my business consultant. And I have contacted contracted animal handlers here. So the way I would love to close is to introduce you back in the scenes, the stars of this party animals. Don't get freaked out with one of them. They do look kind of, yeah, that one, Frankenstein. This is why we called it Frankenstein. He's a Muscovy duck. We have the three Stooges, Pinky, Twinkie, and Cupcake. That always makes me hungry when I ever said that. And we also have rabbits, Patch, and Oreo, Candy. And we also have a bearded dragon, two bearded dragons. That's Pinto, and the other one is Bean. So that's all. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to introduce this to you.
They're cute. Are there any regulations in Santa Barbara County that govern the handling of animals and how, that you might need to be regulated in any way, shape, or form, or none that you know of? Okay. And so all of these animals, how do you vet them to make certain they're not going to bite somebody or do, liability concerns?
Well, before I get these animals, I always research for 2 weeks to see how to handle them, what are their capabilities, because, and we also just, we just have people in our pens to just keep an eye on them, close eye, so nothing will happen, but we always make sure to research them before we get them into our home.
Where do you get the animals?
The guinea pigs, we actually saved them. We rescued the guinea pigs at a rescue place. We got them at Bunn's. The ducks, we actually raised them when they were eggs, so we hatched them. The rabbits, also same thing. We got them as babies. A friend actually gave them to me. And the bearded dragons, I rescued the bearded dragons from someone who didn't want them or give them any attention. So they're going to get a lot of attention.
So other than funding, what else do you need to be successful?
We need to be successful on putting our product out more and to put the word out. And just we go to like carnivals and just give out flyers and just also, sorry, I'm a little bit nervous here. We're planning on just, was that the time? Oh, sorry.
You can finish your sentence.
Okay. Basically, we are just wanting to just spread out the words. Sorry, I'm lost in mind. But
That's great.
I am so
thank
sorry.
you, Abel.
You're great, thank you.
Okay, next up, we would like to welcome to the stage SB Drones from Santa Barbara City College.
Hi, my name is Nathan Naiman, and my company is SB Drones. So let's jump right into this. The first issue that drone services create are that they're very expensive. I've seen some companies out there charge upwards of $1,200 for their services, or they charge prices similar to mine, more on that later, and you don't get much in return from them. This leads people to believe that these services are catered towards people who have a lot of money to spend on these services. The second issue they create are that there are not very many licensed FAA pilots to be able to fly these drones. Currently, there are 23,000 licensed pilots in the US, which means only 23,000 people are legally able to fly drones and make money off of them. So we've noticed these issues, and what we want to do is we want to provide a licensed and cost-effective drone service for everyone to take advantage of. The technology is out there and available for people to use, and we want everyone to be able to take advantage of this. Second, I'm personally licensed, which is a rarity in itself. That means that this company can legally go out there and make money with our drone. Now, the drone market itself is a pretty big one. Currently, it's worth $2 billion US, and that figure is expected to grow 63 times the amount, and by the year 2020, it's expected to be at 127 billion US dollars. The photography and the real estate industries currently hold the highest market percentage at 62% of the market shares. This makes these industries the sought-after consumers for drone services. Now, the agricultural industry also has a market share in this, but they don't hold as many shares as, say, photography and real estate do. Now, we've noticed that, and we believe that there's potential for an untapped market in this industry. Thus, we'll begin by selling our services to the wineries located in the Santa Barbara County area. So let's talk about these wineries for a minute. There are approximately 200 wineries in the Santa Barbara County area, and when we go pitch to these wineries, we'll be talking to their upper-level management, more specifically their marketing department, as when we go out there and take pictures and videos of these properties, we'll be taking photos and video, like I said, photos and videos, and we'll be essentially doing marketing for them. Now, the people we expect to meet with are going to be professional, they're going to be successful, and they're going to be experienced. That means that they know what they want for their business, what they expect from us, and how much they are willing to pay for our services. Now, this all sounds great, but it won't be possible without a great marketing campaign. I've done the research, and according to a website called Wine Businesses, wineries primarily use Facebook and Instagram as their social media platforms. Now, we've taken note of that, and we're committed to using both of those as our social media platforms. We already have a Facebook page for SB Drones, and I myself have a small following on Instagram that continues to grow daily. Second, we will do warm face-to-face calls to people who we know want the service in order to get our name out there and to get people talking about what service we can provide for them. So I'm not going to lie to you too. We have competition, but we are different than our competition. First off, we're cost effective. Like I said before, some services offer similar prices to ours, but we offer more product for your dollar. The second thing that we want to offer is an ease of access when it comes to our pricing. We only have 3 pricing options to choose from, which will make this an easy choice for any client. And we want to stress how available we are for our clients. I myself am willing to talk to any client day or night about any question, comment, or concern they have about our service. Now, when I said we have 3 prices to choose from, we have 3 prices to choose from. The first price being $200 for 2 hours of our service. The second price being $400 for a half-day use of our service. And the last price being $700 for a full-day use of our service. Now, I said we're cost-effective, and we are. Most companies offer you maybe 15 photos and 1 3-minute video. We've times that by 6, and we provide you with 100 photos and 5 10-minute videos. And in the end, the pilot, which is me, will essentially handle sales, as I know the market, and I have experience in sales myself. That's great and all, but you might be wondering, how much is this going to cost? Well, you can hold on to your arms and your legs, because it's not going to cost that much. We need $17,000 in order to cover our first year's expenses. The major expenses, such as the drone and the computer to store digital assets on, have already been covered. This money will cover our labor costs, costs for business cards, for gas in order to get to these locations, and it will cover a website which our clients can use. After those expenses are covered, we plan to break even the second month after launch and make a $45,000 revenue for the first year. And now you might be wondering to yourself too, who's going to run this? I am. I'm the key person to be able to make this business a success. Why? I'm licensed pilot. That in itself is a rarity. I know all the FAA rules and regulations needed to be able to fly a drone safely, and I've been flying drones for 2 years, and I know how to fly it safely, and I know how to get the best out of the drone. I am also an award-winning photographer, which is necessary to be able to take good quality photos and videos with the drone. My visual observer also deserves a shout out too, as she will be there to help us with bigger jobs, and she's trusted by the company, and she promotes safety, and she's going to make sure that everything we do is conducted safely and limits the risk of accident. Now, today, I've talked to you about my company called SB Drones and the issues we solve, which are we are licensed and we cut your costs and provide more for your dollar. There's a low-cost startup involved with this company, and once those costs are fulfilled, it's all profit from there. And this is a growing industry. You hear on the news all the time about how people are using drones for more of their daily lives, and companies like Amazon want to start using drones as a way to deliver packages for people. This service is just is something that everyone wants and is future. It's getting bigger, and we plan on moving with that future too. Thank you. You want the clicker? Thanks. You got too excited there.
I've got 2 questions. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you choose the vineyards section and wineries? And then second, what if you get hit by a bus for your team?
No, we have legal limits that of like our height we're supposed to fly and how high above the ground we're supposed to fly. And wineries got picked because I was told by a couple people who do wine tours and stuff, they said that the wineries would love this. They would like this as a way to show off their property and what they provide for people. And after we get the ball rolling, we'd like to also help with our operationals, as in like taking the drone and maybe surveying rows of vineyards for them, something that will cut back on their time and their costs.
Okay. So that may answer what my primary question was going to be, is that wineries in particular are fairly static.
Yeah.
I mean, the grapes don't change that much. So
No.
once you photograph it once, what do you do afterward? So you're saying you could create relationships with them to provide other services?
Yeah, that's essentially what we want to do. We want to start with them and then grow, do more for them, maybe like, as I said, do surveillance work for them, and help them with whatever they need from us, we will be able to provide for them.
You might consider photographing weddings that they hold at their facilities too.
Yeah. Eventually we want to do whatever.
Okay.
Let's go back to the bus for a second. I'll rephrase it though. What if you get hit by a bus-sized drone? Who runs the business?
I do. Again, there are rules that I'm supposed to follow as a pilot to make sure that there are no collisions. There's maximum height I'm supposed to have. There's ways, they teach you ways on how to avoid other aircraft to make sure nothing like that happens.
But what if you're unable to fly the drone? Who runs the company?
Ooh, that's a good question. I thought that. We'd like to eventually get someone else who's trained enough in these services to be able to take over and fly the drone for me if I'm unavailable.
Thank you.
Thank you. we are actually moving forward to Void right now. We'd like to welcome Void from Santa Barbara City College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adam Verhasselt, and here today I'm representing Void. Void is on a mission to support artists that embody the California culture, which is to create, experience, and enjoy. See, I'm an artist, and as an artist, it's hard to know what to do with all the art that you create, right? There's just so much of it. Often mine just kind of ends up sitting on the shelves collecting dust. Sometimes I'll get some Instagram posts, likes, but that's not really much in return. And there's so many other artists out there just like me that have the exact same problem. So, we try to sell it, but we can't really sell it for that much, because if I try to sell you a print, right, and then I go to print another one, you're going to see it's not limited edition. There's nothing really of value to that. So it's really important that artists are able to preserve that value. And that's our solution. Void, artists need a platform to sell their art on limited edition clothing. And Void is a new and innovative way for artists to make money while preserving the value of their art. I'll show you how it works. Once you're accepted into the Void gallery, we can call it, we'll print your artwork on 50 shirts and no more. We always give complete credit to the artist, and we promote the artwork throughout our entire branding strategy. So on top of all of this, artists also are granted a website, an exclusive page on our website where they can have their own gallery to show off their creations and build their reputable brand as an artist in the community. It's a pretty simple process when people submit artwork. All they have to do is take a photo of it and either submit it through our website or our Instagram. Artists only have to pay $5 per submission. Once artists are accepted, or once we approve the artwork, we put it on our website and our community gets to vote on the artwork, which is pretty cool because it involves all of you in deciding which shirts you want to have next. After that, we print the shirts and sell them directly back to the target market or the community. And the artist can pay only $5 to submit a piece of art and walk out with $450 profit. There's also an incentive structure where artists want to have a higher ranking piece of art because they get 50% profits on the first place, 40 on the second, and 30 on the third place in the monthly drawing. We're producing everything right here in Santa Barbara using a direct-to-garment print method, which is amazing because it lets us print to 1,200 dots per inch, which is actually 200 times sharper than the average screen printer, which is completely ideal for printing artwork. On top of all that, we actually have a print-by-demand strategy, which means we don't have to print any shirts that we don't sell. It cuts overhead costs tremendously. We've already sold over 35 shirts using this strategy, and that brought us a total of $545 net profit, and we sold 45 shirts to a music festival called Lucidity, which is local here, which brought us another $450 net profit. We've reinvested all of that funding back into the company already. So who are we selling to? It's mainly students. They're 15 to 30 years old, usually make between 10 and 50K, under the age of 30. They like to feel unique, they follow fashion trends, and they love limited edition. When we talked to them, they said what they really want is a high-quality shirt with variety in art, diverse styles, and eco-friendly material, and they're willing to pay between $30 to $60 per shirt. Of course, limited edition is important. So we took this feedback, we ordered some diverse styles, including crop tops and hoodies. We got about 5 or 10 more artists that are already contributing art until we really get our platform up and running. And we found a supplier that uses 100% eco-friendly organic cotton. Also, it's a great time to enter the fashion industry. Currently, it's worth almost $3 trillion worldwide, and it's growing by 10% every single year. So our marketing strategy, we got 3 steps. Step 1, we're going to reach out to artists in Santa Barbara. We've been handing out stickers, and we give 50% off your first order on void.clothing. Also, we're promoting the hashtag so artists know where to go when they want to submit artwork. And we're using this strategy is how we've sold our initial 35 directly to our target market. Next step is to tell the artist's stories, really get in depth about who they are and why what they're doing is important. We want to connect with social media influencers. So we can send them designs, send them shirts in return for some publicity. And we have brand reps going down to LA with very precise coupon codes that are tailored to them. So we know when they've made sales, and they get discounts on our website in return for making sales for us. Step 3 is to collaborate with major brands. Now, can you guys imagine an O'Neill wetsuit just covered in a gorgeous design? I mean, right now they're all so black and boring. So it would be pretty cool. On top of that, we've got some targeting marketing strategies, mainly focused on Tumblr and Instagram, because that's where most of the artist culture is. And we want to let more people know that we exist and we're here. It's an interesting thing to look at our competitive analysis because we have so many different niches here. Really, we're competing with limited edition clothing brands mixed with an e-commerce platform and print-by-demand websites. But none of those services can both have certified limited edition and promote artists while having a print-by-demand service. Our cost of goods are, these are our financials, but I'm gonna go straight to the numbers for you guys. Cost of units sold usually costs about $10 to make one. We can sell them for $20 wholesale, but we generally focus on retail, which gives us a $30 or 66% gross margin. We plan on selling about 2,600 units in the first year, bringing us $28,000 profit. Our break even will be in 6 months. So far, all of our funding has come from personal investments from the team, but we need more to really push this to the next level. What we have so far is shirts and designs, but what we need is a contract that we can set up between the artists so they know they can't go and just print their art anywhere, because that ensures the true limited edition, which is what our consumers are looking for. And what the artists like to know is that we're not just selling their art over and over again, it's only going to be printed 50 times. On top of that, we need to license our business. We need a very simple platform for people to go online and vote. So it's not cumbersome, people enjoy it, it's an easy process, just like clicking on a photo on Instagram, you click on your favorite design. And our team behind this, well, I'm the CEO and founder. I'm the creative director as well. I run the image of the brand. Andrew DeLarge is the nicest and most friendly customer relations rep you've ever met. Sammy has major connections in the fashion industry. His dad imports stuff from China into Brazil all the time, so we have a huge connection there. And Dylan Osgood is our lead salesman. He just sold a bandana that cost us $2 for $45. So I'm very impressed with Dylan's skills there. This is our legal team. We plan on forming an LLC. They're going to help us obtain a seller's permit and draft a contract for artists. Terry on the end is our mentor, absolutely amazing man. He also owns the printing equipment here in Santa Barbara. Lastly, why invest in us? Well, we know the target market. I'm an artist. I'm experienced. I know what it's like to have art that you just can't sell. And I have so many friends that are artists that are in the exact same boat. Our service is completely needed. There's no artists out there, or there's so many artists out there that need us, and there's nobody doing what we're doing. And lastly, customers absolutely love our products. This is Andrew DeLarge, my partner, and Sammy.
Okay, fashion is a very tricky market. And one of the things about fashion is that it succeeds by going viral. And while in printing pieces of artwork, I can see the limited edition thing. If you get a really hot design, or if you're dealing with somebody like O'Neill, I don't think that 50 is going to cut it. Have you thought about that?
That's a great point. Yeah. So one way to tackle that is whenever we have a design that's really popular and we would like to reproduce it, we can always put it on a different garment. So it's a different run of the same design and the artist would benefit again. As far as the O'Neill things go, we would definitely need to upscale our production just so it actually makes sense for them to make an entire wetsuit with that design. So our business strategy would change slightly in that aspect, but we would still be using our platform for artists to be able to submit the artwork.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
How much does one of those printing machines cost?
Costs about $50,000, actually $30,000 for the printing machine and kind of $50,000 with all the equipment that's needed. But there's already so many little stations set up all over the United States that are trying to have like come in and print your own shirt store. And they use the exact same equipment that we use. So if we can go there and train them on our quality control, then we can expand all over the United States very easily.
And did you have in your financial projections, were you including that at some point you're going to have to pay either to use a machine or to buy one?
Yes. So far, we're factoring in that we have to pay for the machine that we're using. We're not paying very much because we have a good partnership with our supplier.
Right.
But ultimately, in the second year, which is not in our initial projections, we will be either paying for a machine or paying other people to print the shirts for us. Yes.
Do you need to limit to, you mentioned you were going to start in Santa Barbara, but could you be a little more broad and say this is really social media based and expand to other communities of artists?
Definitely. Ultimately, what I envision is having a New York monthly edition and a California monthly edition. I want to have popular musicians, take example, A$AP Rocky, he's this rapper. He could go online and say, hey, I want a new design, let's see what you guys can do. And through Void, all these artists that absolutely love him can submit their artwork, and then he's the one who gets to decide. So we want to branch out to a bunch of different little communities and have Void be the hub for publishing limited edition artwork.
Thank you, Adam. Okay. Oh, darn. I thought that was mine. Okay, let's see. Next up, we welcome to the stage Lovely Look from SBCC.
Hi, I'm Heather Lee, and I am the founder of Lovely Look, which offers a convenient website for women to find the perfect makeup artist who will give a stress-free, luxurious experience that enhances their appearance and mood right before their special occasion. We do this much better than our closest competitors, Be Glammed and Sephora. Now, the beauty industry is quite large, with a revenue of over $445 billion in just 2017 alone. The beauty service industry profits have increased from 1.9% in 2009 to 5.7% in 2014, and is projected to make over $59 billion in 2019. With only 270,000 businesses in the US and the revenue growth expecting to improve in over the next 5 years, it seriously has never been a better time to be a beauty entrepreneur. Now, our target market are women between the ages of 16 to 40, make an average of $35,000 a year, and need a makeup artist for their special occasion, like proms, birthdays, weddings. Through our surveys of over 150 people, we found that clients have problems with the current solution of hiring a makeup artist. They want a more unique experience where they can handpick from a variety of makeup artists who can travel to their location and give them a stress-free, luxurious experience at a variety of prices. As a makeup artist, I found that the problems I face, other makeup artists we surveyed struggled with as well. The main issue came from creating a website and marketing ourselves, which is very time-consuming. And we've also all had cancellations occur with no deposits as collateral, and 97% of these makeup artists we spoke to have second jobs because they can't live off of freelancing alone, doing what they love to do. So here's our solution. For our clients and makeup artists, it's lovelylook.com. First, the clients will go to the makeup artist page. Here, they will be asked to pick their location, their occasion, and the date. Then they click search. Our database will upload the available artists that fit those criteria. The client can then scroll through and click on an account for more information, which looks like this. Here, they can find the makeup artist rates, a description of their experience and expertise, and their portfolio, which you click on any for a closer look. Once they have decided to book the makeup artist, the client simply clicks Book Now to go through the reservation process. If you would like to hear more about the process behind each appointment, please ask at the end. And as you can see, Lovely Look is the obvious choice when booking a makeup artist for your special occasion. After our first year, we plan to have 275 makeup artists in Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, and Las Vegas. In our second year, we plan to be expanded into 15 major cities in the US, including more services like photography, massage therapy, maybe even drones. Here is how we plan to do this. First, we will crawl and spend our time creating engaging posts and paying for ads on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Then we will walk on, having promotions available on Groupon and on the Santa Barbara Access Card by 2019. And if you would like to know about some of our promotions we will be offering, please inquire at the end of the presentation. We will also be placing ads in the local magazines such as Santa Barbara Weddings and Santa Barbara Lifestyle. As we run further into marketing and expanding our locations and services, we will be looking to stores like Sephora and Nordstrom, as well as networking through our beauty influencers at conventions like BeautyCon and IMATS. To quickly go over our intellectual property, we are an LLC. We service mark our name and logo, copyright our unique content, like all the photos you see are done by me. Trade secrets, we treat our clientele. And for our independent contracts, we hire our makeup artists so that we can go and limit the costs for payroll taxes, liability, and insurance costs. We also have our makeup artists sign a job description agreement form so they understand what is expected when working through us. The clients must electronically sign a liability waiver form when booking their reservation. For insurance, we will need general liability, general business, professional liability, and cyber insurance. If you have any questions about how we handle the insurance with our independent contractors, please ask us at the end. So this is our financials for the first year. To break it down, we take 20% off of every service, averaging about $15 on our slow days or slow season. Our cost of goods sold is just over $3, leaving us a gross margin of almost 85%. By the end of the first year, our total revenue will be about $250,000. We plan to which costs us about $200,000, giving us a net profit of about $50,000. And we plan to break even in the 11th month or after a little over 9,000 services. And our profit margin is about 20%. So this is the lovely team that will make it happen. Hi, I'm Heather Lee. I have years of experience as a freelance makeup artist, and I currently work at Sephora for almost 2 years. I have Shannon Rogers right over here. She's like the yin to my yang. She is an amazing personal assistant. And then I have Liz Cousier, who is a social media marketer in the audience with us today. And we have a financial advisor who's finishing up his financial bachelor's. So between myself, my partner, friends, family, the New Venture Challenge, and Demo Day, we hope to bring in almost $10,000, which we plan to spend accordingly. Between May and August, we will work on website content, build and design the website with Adam from Void, and build and design the app with Morgan, who's a former SBCC entrepreneur, and we will turn our garage space into an office space through Riley, which is another former SBCC entrepreneur, so we can save some money, totaling at $7,000 needed for just the next 4 months, which is achievable with your help. The rest of the funds will be directed towards the $15,000 needed to launch in September, which will cover business structure, paperwork, insurance, marketing, travel expenses while we hire our makeup artists, payroll, and website maintenance. Anything that's also needed, we're doing a Kickstarter in August. Thank you.
Consultants on your website.
Yes.
If there are few cities, what percentage of that is of the overall potential market of clients for you?
Oh, it's vast. For potential, there's a large number of makeup artists in Los Angeles, so we took a very minimum. We already have 14 makeup artists in Santa Barbara that's lined up to be signed up, or independent contractors. And our goal is to get 25 every time we go to a new area, and then after that, about a 5 people increase every month from there.
Great.
So we really lowballed our numbers.
How do you qualify your artists?
So we do either in-person or web-based. We ask them a variety of questions. Hi, Shannon. And they do a little demo, so they have to bring their friend or a model. And then also their makeup kit, which will have rules and guidelines on the website that they can read.
Okay. And how do you protect the business of, these makeup artists can go to work for anybody?
So that's a good niche of our website. It kind of creates this amazing atmosphere for them. And plus, there's really not, people don't typically go to a makeup artist all the time. They don't it's usually special occasions, so kind of like a one-time thing. And we give part of our promotions to our makeup artists, getting bonuses if they get a certain amount of services done in a certain amount of time, or they get free makeup, they get sponsored, they get sent to beauty conventions as well.
Also, under the job description agreement form, we have them sign with us. They have a non-compete clause and a non-disclosure agreement for all of our clients, and then so that they can't go out and market themselves without us.
Legal.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we are looking for a pet present from SBCC. Please come up.
Hi, everyone and judges. I was just wondering, how many people in here has a dog? Perfect. If you have a dog, you might be familiar with this scenario. Having a dog takes a lot of effort. Playing, walking, feeding, and giving it all the love it needs. And dog owners are just like everyone else. They are busy with work, kids, planning, and running errands. Convenience and time is key. This is our solution. Here we have our first prototype, which I want to bring with you today. Inside of it, you can find 2 different treats and 2 different toys that is delivered every month. And the dog's health is considered very important to us. That's why we only sell products with high quality that meets the AFCO standards for nutritional adequacy. No hormones and no artificial fillers. Our box is shaped as a dog bone, as you can see. It comes in 2 different colors, pink and blue, and 2 different sizes depending on the dog's weight, either under or over 30 pounds. Yes, and this is also our shipping container. The industry, we have 70 million dogs in America. And the dog supply industry is growing rapidly due to the popularity of getting a dog and treating it as a royal. The largest growing segment is products and supplies. Pet supplies is a $69 billion industry today, and it's expected to grow even $2 billion the next 5 years. And we're also part of the subscription e-commerce industry, which has grown over 100% every single year for the past 5 years. And our market, our 1-year focus will be targeting the Santa Barbara area. As mentioned, there is 70 million dogs in America, and 36% of all households have one dog or more. That leaves us with 11,000 potential customers the first year in Santa Barbara. And I've conducted research and surveys saying 1 out of 3 are willing to subscribe to our products. And with so many subscription boxes out there, you might wonder, how are we different? This is our competitive chart, and as you can see, Pet Present fulfill all the customer preferences, and our 3 biggest competitors, they do not. And this is how we are different. We have a colorful dog bone shaped shipping box. We are giving back to the community by giving adoption to the Adoption and Welfare Group in Santa Barbara. We also have a customer community. This is our distribution channel. We are an online retailer and buy directly from the producers. We'll buy from several, such as PetSmart, Ainsworth, and Cargill. Every month we have a new theme to keep up the variety for our customers. So therefore we need to have several different producers. And the producers ship to Taskback, which is our fulfillment company, and they take care of everything from packaging to sending it to the final consumer. And we'll be doing quality control ourselves, and we're based online, so we'll have a small office rented at the Impact Hub in Santa Barbara. And this is our target market. They're, of course, dog owners, aged 25 to 35, and an annual income between 30 to 80,000, and they live in suburban areas. They identify as frequent online shoppers. They live an active lifestyle and use social media a lot. Pet Present will be sold online through petpresent.com, and we'll be annually attending 2 trade shows in California. Our target market uses social media a lot, as mentioned, and Instagram and Facebook is the main places we find them. This is the reason why we focus our time and money as a startup on those social medias. We'll also be using the hashtag #PetPresent a lot to encourage our customers to share their photos and spread our word through social medias. And to kickstart our launch, we'll also be having a contest where we give free giveaways, and we'll be giving away $10 discount codes to the first limited 100 customers. And one of our differentiators in the market is our brand community. A Pet Present Club is where you collect points, and every month you're a customer, you rank up, and you can increase your points to use for free months or free gifts. And the community, you can chat with either us or with each other, and referrals also give the customer points. But we are more than that. We also give back to the community. As mentioned, every time we get a new referral, we will also be giving $1 to the Dog Adoption and Welfare Group in Santa Barbara. This is our financial projections. Our cost of goods sold is $21, and we'll be selling our product for $29, which leaves us with a profit margin of $8. And we'll break even in the 5th month at 2,650 units sold. So our first year net income is expected to be $20,956. And I personally invested $10,000 put aside for this business. And our future plans is to manufacture our own products to keep our COGS down. This is our team. It's Chico, product manager, Kira, the quality controller, me, Dorothy Sin, CEO. I have 6 years of experience in direct sales with subscription boxes. Woo. And 4 years in sales management. And I've also been a dog owner for 15 years, and I'm extremely passionate about this. First of all, we have me with experience from subscription sales from before. We give back to the community as we're social entrepreneurs, and who wouldn't want to receive such a gift package every month? Thank you so much.
You mentioned you're going to retail, sell your box for $29 a month. How does that compare to your competition?
It's pretty average or below. There are boxes that cost $20 a month, but then you have to subscribe for at least 6 months. We have no commitments, and there are boxes sold at $30 to $50 every month.
So you mentioned competitors, BarkBox and Dapper Dog.
Yeah.
How large companies are they? How big are they? What kind of a market?
BarkBox has 200,000 monthly subscribers.
Interesting. Okay. And how long have they been in business? Do you know?
I think since 2012 or 14. Yeah.
Okay.
Kathy asked my question, so I like hearing your passion.
Thanks.
What would be, I like that you have direct experience in this market. What else, you know, you're kind of a solo entrepreneur at this point.
Yeah.
Who else would you add to your team to be able to move forward faster?
Yeah, definitely, of course, CPA and people in an advisor. That would be perfect. And also marketing would really help me further. That's one of my first plans.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, please welcome to the stage Feel Me Foot Soles from Santa Barbara City College.
Mrs. Claria, Mr. Knasis, and Mrs. Odell. My name is Jake Zander, and this is my brand, Feel Me Foot Soles. Since 1919, Converse has been worn uncomfortably until now. I'll be producing insoles to fit each size of Converse, making them ready to slip in with no hassle, better than Dr. Scholl's and Superfeet for young adults ages 17 to 25. So every month, there are 150,000 monthly Google searches for insoles for Converse, and there's still no insole designed to fit into our uncomfortable shoes. So I went out and I surveyed 57 people in my target market, and 100% of them said they would buy one of our inserts at $17.99. So I came up with a solution that's an insole made to each size of Converse, making it ready to slip in with no hassle. So we have 3 layers in my insole. And so you have the top layer that protects from your odor protection. You have the middle layer that protects that supports the shoe and the PU foam. And then you have the bottom 2 layers that have the stability so that you can walk more comfortably. And so you simply choose which size you are. In my case, I'm a size 8. And you simply slip it into your Converse. And voila, more comfort affordably. And so I went out and I surveyed 30 people to try my prototype, and 27 of them found my insoles made their Converse more comfortable. The other 3 said they wanted a little bit more toe room, so in my next prototype, I'm accounting for that. And my manufacturing, I have an industry expert named Sofia Hokvist who is working on this idea currently in Sweden, but recently stopped due to her full-time job as an orthopedic technician, and she also just had a baby. And she still loves this idea and wants to see it prosper, so she has given me all of her customer feedback, her demographic profiles, where she is manufacturing, and advice on where she believes I should manufacture my insoles. And so we are going to have 12 sizes. That is $400 a mold for the setup costs. And on May 15th, I will be leaving to Vietnam to look at 5 potential factories to produce my insoles. I'd love to tell you more about my relationship with Sophia in the questions and answers after. And so look, right now, it's a great time to enter the market. In 2020, it's going to hit $3.5 billion. And what's also important is that Converse is growing in popularity, and Converse sells 270,000 pairs of shoes daily. And so I went out and I asked my target market what was important to them for an insole for Converse. And so they said they wanted it to fit into Converse, they could pick according to their shoe size, that it would provide arch support and would provide cushioning. And so, to protect our concept, we will be trademarking our name, Feel Me Foot Soles, which is not being used anywhere else. We are going to acquire a design patent to protect our insole. We will also be copywriting how our insoles look, and we will handle our product liability we have started an LLC, we will have product liability insurance, and we will include a warning label on our packaging. And so our sales goal for our first year is to generate $67,195 net profit. We're going to execute this by converting half of those Google searches, which is super conservative. And to do this, we will need 693 customers who will buy 2 insoles per year. So far, we already have 58 customers who want to buy already, along with a chiropractor who wants some for his chiropractic clinic. So let me give you a little look into my customer's life. So my customer, they love to travel, adventure, explore, feel their soles. And their demographic is Generation Z, ages 17 to 23, who are male and female. They have a small amount of money. And their psychographic is people who are highly impacted by social media. And they enjoy traveling and experiencing life. And they stress diversity and individuality. So in order to reach my customers, I'm going to have 3 stages of marketing. In my initial crawl stage, I'm going to sell to the 57 customers I've acquired and the chiropractic clinic. And I'm going to retain these customers by following up a week after the customers have purchased from seeing what we can do better. Once we have received customer feedback, we'll be ready to move on to our walk stage, where we will engage our customers by starting a Show Us Your Soul Instagram campaign, where our followers will take pictures of their Converse, tagging us for a chance to win a pair of insoles. We're going to sell to our followers through Instagram, showing how this is a cool insole that will provide more comfort for their shoes. And retain these followers by constantly holding different promotions and contests with influencers. So I myself am an Instagram marketing professional, and I actually have seen increases of 67% in the products I sell on there already, so you can ask me about that more in the questions and the answers after. In our last stage, we're going to attract big box retailers, such as showing them how our sales are from online and also from the stores we have. And then we're going to be selling to big box retailers such as Urban Outfitters and Tilly's, who I've also established a connection and lead to in the past couple weeks. And lastly, this will set us up for the possibility for Converse to acquire Feel Me foot soles. So since the last demo day in December, I've accomplished acquiring my LLC business license, opening a Feel Me foot soles bank account, booked my flight to Vietnam to look at factories, design my logo, design my packaging, and also purchase multiple domains for my company. And so here's my spreadsheet for the year, and let me break that down for you. So our wholesale price is $6.99 with a 48% profit margin for us. Our retail price is $17.99 with a profit margin of 80% for us. Our net profit for the year is $65,595. And the sources of our funding will come from my personal savings, the winnings from today, and a potential angel investor. The uses of my funding from month 1 will go towards my marketing, cost of goods sold, molds for my insoles, my storage rental, and building my website, and any unforeseen costs. And also the winnings from today that I win, I'll be going towards getting my product inventory. And also, I'm looking for a loan from an angel investor for $30,000 with a return of up to 20% interest. My exit strategy will be to sell this brand to Converse. So right now, Converse is owned by Nike, which shows that Nike has buying history. And previously, Converse already has interest in this idea because my mentor, Sophia, had her insoles in one Converse retail store. So look at me. Here's my team. Myself, Jake Zander. I'm good at marketing, business development, and I'm also an entrepreneur. My graphic designer, Jillian. My accountant, Kobe Harmon. My business mentor, Todd Weinberg. And my attorney and my dad, Eric Zander. Why should I win? I have an industry expert who is an orthopedic technician who has given me everything to help this business be successful. I'm an industry expert in Instagram marketing. I will be using the same strategies for my brand, Feel Me foot soles, that I have used previously on another product. People will also want to buy our merchandise with the Feel Your Sole on it. And this is an idea that has a normal potential to one day be acquired by Converse, which is actually owned by Nike. And so don't just feel your insole, feel your soul. So this design right here is not this is the prototype design. The design we're going to have is going to say Feel Your Soul, and it's going to be white and black.
Can these insoles work in other shoes, or it's only specific to Converse?
So the thing that's so great about them is they're only for Converse. And so when you're thinking about getting an insole for Converse, like Dr. Scholl's don't even fit in them. And so it's simply say, you're a size 8, you need a size 8 insole, you know exactly it's going to work for Converse. And so you have, in the buyer's mind, you know that it's going to work.
So this seems like an idea that would be ripe for crowdfunding. Have you explored that, and why have you, was that not listed? Or
so the crowdfunding thing, I'm almost to the point where I don't need crowdfunding, because I think that if I put on crowdfunding, there could be the potential where you can't protect the IP from it. And so it's almost as if someone could, who has better and faster distribution than I am, can be like, I'm going to first get this out before they do. And so that's my kind of worry with that, which I've been.
Great.
You mentioned that the molds cost $400.
$400 each per mold. Yes.
What kind of material are you?
So it's actually
molding?
a stamp, and so it stamps it, and so each size costs $400. These are actually real numbers from the factory that Sophia was using, and so this is how I know all this information.
And how many units can each mold produce before it's?
So that's a question I'm still figuring out. That's the question of why I'm going to Vietnam for. Okay. The initial run for the minimum order quantity for your first order is 5,000, and so that's my initial run for the first order. And then after that, that's what I'm going to be.
5,000 per size?
No,
or just 5,000 total.
5,000 total.
Okay.
Per size would be a little too much.
And so in your first runs, you're going to have to select what the most popular selling sizes are or something, because you're not going to build all those sizes.
I'm going to have 12 sizes.
Oh.
And the most popular, so it's going to be men's starting from 6 to 12, and women's that is 4 to 8. And so including half sizes in between, and so that makes 12 sizes in general, and that's basically the really popular sizes that we need to have.
Okay. And how big is Converse's market? You may have said, and I just didn't write it down. What do they sell?
How much does Converse sell for?
Yeah. How many do they sell a year?
Oh, how many a year?
How many Converse? Yeah.
It's 270,000 a day. So if we
Okay,
multiply that by 365.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, big round of applause to all finalists, right? Entrepreneurship is about showing up, right? And you all did a great job of that today. So, with that being said, the judges have determined their top 3 picks. I'm not sure who they are. I don't know yet either, so I'll be learning along with you. The way that this is going to go is 3rd place will be announced first, then 2nd, then 1st. When the judges announce your name, your team can come up to the stage here. I have an envelope, and this doesn't contain your money. Sorry. It contains a form that you need to fill out in order to get your money, and it's really important for you to return this to us today before you leave, so that next week, when we are doing fine dining at the, what do we call it now? It's the Santa Barbara Beachfront Resort of Hilton. Yeah, that's where you're going to receive your award. You'll get the check there. And you'll be doing a 30-second thank you at the stage. So just to give you a heads up, the winners will be doing that. Everybody will be joined, all finalists are invited to join us at the Startup Showcase before that dinner. And there are going to be hundreds of entrepreneurs there. There might just be investor types there. And so you have the opportunity to showcase your products and services and connect with the other entrepreneurs that are being honored there. And everybody gets that opportunity. And then the winners are the ones that go on to the dinner right afterwards, okay? You got all the details about that, though you probably don't know that you did in the packet that you got when you checked in, right? But now, after all the excitement settles down, you might want to take a look at that because it has all the information. Also, I'm really excited to share with you that Diana said that she would like to offer a month membership to all of the winners here today. So thank you so much. That's a great opportunity. Without further ado, though, let's get to the business here. So, judges, do you want to start off with the 3rd place?
Yes, and I'm trying really hard, since we've got 3, not to do a Steve Harvey. So our 3rd place winner, one of the hardest things to do with a startup is to make something that's truly unique, that is difficult to copy, and that gives you a barrier to entry by other competitors. And we thought that this entrant did a really good job with that by harnessing creatives, by giving them an opportunity to share their artwork and no, don't clap yet. I'm building up. There's still drama. You don't know who it is yet, right? to critique each other's work, to choose the best. Our one issue is we think 50 is probably a little too limited edition, 500 or even 5,000 as you get big and successful. 3rd place winner is Void.
Great job. Yeah, actually, I'd like to market you in the store. So.
Congratulations.
Okay. Oh, so exciting. Okay, congratulations, boy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, judges, second place.
Second place. Super excited about this one. So I recently just went to the big co-working conference in New York City, and I thought I would take a red eye so that I was ready to go there in the morning. And I had my little foam thing. It was terrible. It was bulky, and I'm watching this great product that is clever, unique. It's a huge market, thinking, I wish I had one of those that would fit a little bit better in my luggage. The team had great presentation skills, good working prototype. We felt like we knew exactly what the product was, how it could be marketed, and a lot of growth potential. So happy to announce Peregrine as the second place.
Nice job. And we think you should put your designs on their stuff. Yeah. No.
Collaborate.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Okay, fabulous. And I don't know, do we need a drum roll for this?
Oh, okay, so I'm going to announce the first place winner, but I do want to reiterate what Julie said, is you've all winners, you all did a really good job, and entrepreneurship is not only about showing up, it's about sticking to it.
Yes.
The idea that you're an overnight success just isn't true. So we want to tell you that stick to it, you've got good plans, you know, make it work. Okay, so our winner we chose because going after a big market, a well-documented need, while the pitch described primarily an online entry, we think that there are many, many points of entry for this product. We like the cost structure. We think that, that there's a really good understanding of how the money's going to be made here, and like the fact that pretty far along on the design and the possibility. So our winner is Feel Me Foot Soles.
Beautiful, wonderful. Congratulations to all of you. Yeah, so I think we've reached the end of our event today. But let's give a hand before we break. Look, this only happened with these wonderful judges that we have that were able to listen to all the ideas, give their best expertise, and this was just out of their love of supporting entrepreneurship and all of you and what you brought here. So let's give our judges a huge hand. Nice job, everyone. Thank you. Excellent.